Hey everybody, it's time for another Redneck review. This is Robert here, and today we're going over Iron Man, issue number 5 in the Marvel Now line. Alright, still written by Kieran Gillian, the writer, and Greg Land, the penciler. Again, it's a $3.99 book. This is part 5 in the part 505 of the Look for the Extremist Armor. And then we all start back a decade and a change ago is the first part of this book. We find Tony Stark doing what he did best back in those days, drinking and living it up. With his buddy over here, leave the innocent waitress alone and get your arse outside, you useless discharge. You need some air, son. Eli, have I made some kind of fool of myself tonight? Yeah, but I don't really blame you, Tony. You're barely more than a fetus with a stick on his statch, and you still got that contract. Your old man would be proud. Anytime I shared a lab with him, what you were going to do was all he'd ever talk about, and how you're here. It's what I've been working towards. I feel like I can sit at the big table. This is when Tony's really young. I mean, look at the picture. I mean, no facial hair, no little douchey mustache. He goes, I guess we're all men of the world now. I guess we are. I didn't mean it as a good thing. Men of the world. When did we start thinking so small? I like that part, especially about these businessmen, that they're, even though they are businessmen, and let's face it, this world wouldn't be in the shape it is if it weren't for them. I miss the idea of us reaching for something better, and not on the pretense of political gain or stuff like that. I don't know. To me, I like that part. Alright, we find ourselves at the Resilient Corporate HQ today, where Tony and Pepper are sitting down here talking to us. A phone, Pepper? The Resilient phone isn't just a natural progression from the market-leading Stark phone. It's an exponential leap in performance. And what happened to giving the world free energy? Nothing's still on it, just that we had some ideas for a phone too. And money. Remember money, Tony? You were always a big fan. So she's saying, remember we're a company, we're trying to make money here too. No, you're right, I'm sorry. He got put in his place. Tony sort of relented on that one. He goes, it's very nice, Pepper. It's very nice phone, Pepper. Please hug the lab for me, I will. And now that you've finished your temper tantrum, I had an idea about that last rogue extremist kit. You said it faded in and out, right, and was moving at enormous velocity? I know where it is, she says. It's in orbit. The signal drops are due to the strength to the Earth getting in the way as it loops. Yeah, that's right. What, you knew? Why didn't you? I was sort of putting this one off as long as I could, because I'm pretty sure I know who has it. So the story switches to orbit in this floating space station, where he goes, okay, let's go through this one more time. Oh, all of a sudden on this spaceship, the same guy from a couple years back, his proximity alarm's going off. He says, what's going on? Don't worry, it's just gravity, son, trying to drag us back down. And we find at the this guy goes, look out the space station view screen. He sees who other than Iron Man in a brand new armor. He goes, I've come for the extremist system. Let me aboard. What if I say no? Explosive decompression, Eli. He goes, come aboard, you bloody chimp. What kept you? He goes, you're loaded for meth addiction, bear, Tony. You know I'm not a hooligan. I don't know what you are anymore. The man I knew wouldn't have given money to people who'd torture anyone into working for them, putting aside the fact that you acquired a technology that can sterilize the Earth as easily as change someone's eye color. Who said anything about paying for it, Tony? I stole it, he basically tells him. He goes, you did what? I like to think of ourselves as temporarily minded Robin Hoods. We rob from the present to give to the future. and we see him walking down here talking to Tony, and you know, this is someone Tony has a great deal of respect for. If you didn't get that in the first couple minutes of the issue, but he does. He has a lot of respect for him. Capital lacks any vision further than quarterly report. Politicians lack any vision beyond holding on to their jobs. So in 50 years' time, we'll have turned the world into a golf ball, and it'll be too late to do any bloody thing. We stole everything you see around here, either the tech itself or the money to pay for it. If it's our only option, we take it. We have to. I've known that forever. I still remember the moon landing, all grandy and still brighter than anything I dreamed of, and that was it. Forget you superheroes. That's as far as we got. All that's going to change. So, you know, I don't look at this as right because you know, it's wrong to steal and stuff on this one, and this guy is totally is right about his ideas about things. But still, like I said, he's right in this one comment. The moon is as far as we got, and it's our neighbor. It's not even out of the front yard yet. So I can't blame someone for wanting to get there faster. Because Eli, you know I love this, but come on, Tony, forget the bad cop routine. You're dying to see what I've done with it. There's all this lab stuff, and he's using we find out that Eli isn't using it to create weapons. He's using the extremists to create a way for humans to live in space for longer periods of time, so we can actually do the work to get out there and see the universe. You guys forget the things like radiation and vacuum. We stay up here, we lose muscle mass, we lose skeletal density. In a few months, our eyes are squished and are not seeing properly. We got rid of all of the radioactive shielding, laced subdermal upper structural integrity, relative monoglobin genesis, Usuta enhancement, lots of exciting nonsense tech buzzwords, even a pinch of vacuum survivability. We were made for Earth, but now, thanks to the extremists, we get to decide what we want to be. We get to be grown-ups. And, you know, it's kind of sad, because this guy is using this stuff for the right reasons. I mean, he's not attacked anyone with it. Because you're all upgraded now, so why do you need the kit? The standard is handily, but it's mainly a basal state. We can twist with the other extremist modes we're working on. So he's working on a way to make them survive on other planets and stuff like that. He says, Maya's dead the poor sod. But we can make her life mean something, Tony, with this. Mother Nature made us for Earth. Mother Maya is going to give us the heavens. Just don't take it away from me. And I can see in these pictures Tony wanting to give it to him. Wanting to give it to his friend. And he can't. He tells him, I want to help you, Eli. I want to help you so much, he tells him. But if I can walk up in here and take the extremist kit off you, so can the Red Skull, Dr. Doom, or any other genocidal crazies, and then we're all dead, and then the future is no future for anyone. This isn't about being a grown-up, Eli. This is wanting it all and wanting it all now, no matter how it costs. This is being adolescent. So you look in his eyes and you can tell it really hurt him to say that. And the AI tells him he's got a gun. They've all got guns. See Assad, you then. Makes sense. And Tony creates a force field to protect himself. Redirects the anti-EMP pulse around and knocks everyone out. And aboard the spaceship, he has to take the extremists. He says, really, you didn't want it like this. This is too easy, Eli. We have to climb this mountain by ourselves. We don't do it because it's easy. We do it because it's hard. John F. Kennedy. JFK said the same thing about the space program. And, you know, the bad thing is, the words of that man in that particular instance died. That's the sad thing. Well, anyway, he goes, I'm right. I know I am. Still not feeling like the good guy, though. And see, he still did it. He took something out of their hands so he could make sure the world was safe. So Tony finishes up weeks later, and he's going to talk to Pepper one more time. And she goes up here and goes, I'm not even going to ask where you're going. Why, Tony? Why are you going? It's just Maya had a dream. Her dream was to let everyone else save their dream. She made a genie in a bottle, and she died before she could take the demon out of it. Midlife crisis, I said this weeks ago. Shut up, he says. And everyone with the extremist kits, they all had a dream of the future, and crazy as half of them were. After buying their chance, they took it. And I found myself thinking, I had the kit, what would I do? And I thought, Tony, you've been dodging genuine emotional connection for, well, the majority of your life, but especially in the last few weeks. Just tell me straight. Are you okay? Is this bad? He goes, no, it's the opposite. It's good. It's all good. I just realized I've been given a chance to rework everything on how banal my choices would be. Number 4 on my list would be better pelvis, you know. And I thought, is that how small my legacy is going to be? Practicing fixies? Your legacy is much more practical technology advancement as the nearest 10 other guys, plus saving the planet on a monthly basis. That's not enough? If it's less than I could do, yeah, it's not enough. So he's going in here, he's trying to adjust her to what's going on. He goes, I inspired in a bigger way. As well, this is a solution not half of the time. And he goes, you have the biggest ego on Earth. He goes, that's why I'm going into space. So we see Tony Stark on here in the lab, in the getting ready to suit up, and he is putting on my favorite armor of Tony Stark, his standard stuff. He goes, it's called the God Killer, and it looks absolutely awesome. I figured you could all see that on there. He goes, thanks. Where I'm going, I need to be different. New horizons, new challenges, new armor, new integrated tech, new options. Even a new AI. You okay? P-E-P-P-E-R. Operating 100%. Bugs out of the system. Yeah, he goes, yeah, you called it Pepper? He named it after his girlfriend. That's so sweet. If only they were dating right now. Everything seems to be functional, sir. You shouldn't be calling me sir. Yes, sir. You're mocking me, right? A little bit, sir. The AI goes, yeah, you're working great. This is a bit creepy right now. A notch beneath stealthing underwear from here wash basket. You big weirdo. That's right, Pepper. Keep me balanced. Keep talking like the real thing. Remind me of home. I've seen so much. We all have, but really not nearly enough. So we ended this arc with him going into space, which I like. I like this whole issue. It wasn't particularly a great action issue, but it took us to a place with Tony where he wasn't sure what was right and what he should have been doing. So for the art, I'm going to give it for the story, I'm going to give it a 5, and for the art, I'm going to give it a 5. There was nothing that I felt was lacking in this particular comic. The only thing that I would say doesn't give it a perfect is it's a 3.99. It's a $3.99. That part still bothers me because it doesn't have that many pages of art in it. It's like, you know, we cut off for here at Redneck Reviews. Alright guys, well that's your Redneck review, a 5 and a 5 for the Invincible Iron Man. This particular story, it stands alone in the arc, but still pretty good. Thank you all so much. Leave us some comments on here if you want to say some stuff about Iron Man or any of the other comics we review. We love to hear your criticisms and your compliments, so please put them down there. From Robert Lawrence at Redneck Reviews, the Red Prince, thank you so much. God bless.